Yes, sir. What's poppin' with y'all, man? Welcome back to another motherfucking episode of the Thin Line Between Genius and Insanity podcast, hosted by yours truly, OG. Now, fuck that. It's episode 226, man. I'm a vet in this game. I've been doing this shit for a minute. Put some respect on my fucking name. Bring them fuck niggas from the back. Them badass, beautiful bitch. I'm talking about the sexy legs, the thick thighs, the jiggle booty. God, allow me to reintroduce myself, man. I am the flyest, highest, coolest, smoothest motherfucking host of them all. OG! Hatch, man, what the fuck going on, man? What's poppin' with you? Hopefully out there looking good, feeling good, staying safe. It's a whole lot of shit going on Trish, man. I take each and every motherfucking episode. But a shout out to everybody around the world that's tapped in to join the conversation, man. I truly appreciate all the motherfucking love and support, man. Let's keep doing this empire brick by motherfucking brick. I want to say shout out to everybody that's tapped in on YouTube at OGHatchTV. You know what I'm saying? I'm caught the fuck up, bitch ass nigga. Wow. Give me my prompts, bitch ass nigga. Wow. I'm him, bitch ass nigga. And niggas start talking real spicy when he ain't got shit to do. Nigga ain't got no editing to do. Niggas start talking real spicy to the people. But nah, man, we caught the fuck up, man. Shout out to everybody that's tapping on YouTube and enjoying the motherfucking visuals. I truly appreciate, you know what I'm saying, you guys tapping in as soon as I upload the motherfucking the episodes, man. I truly appreciate that. It makes me feel like my hard work is definitely being paid off for, you know what I'm saying? If you tapped in on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Anchor, Audio, Mac, etc., wherever you find your local podcast, shout out to you, man. I'm global with the shit. Tell a friend, your boy OGHatch got a motherfucking show. I just looked at the analytics today. On Spotify alone in the last 30 days, we have over 1,700 searches. That's fucking amazing. We have over 300 home finds, which mean the podcast is popping on people's home pages and stuff like that. To have over 1,700 searches on one platform alone is fucking fantastic. I want to say give yourself a round of applause, please. We in the fucking building. You know, I rarely look at the analytics just because early on in this grind, in this game, you know, I very much was in love with the numbers. I was one of those people who, when I dropped the podcast in 2020, I hit the ground running. My numbers was crazy when I first started. So naturally, you start to gauge yourself off your debut. And you get into a rude awakening with this game, you know what I mean? And this show started off as an audio show. I wasn't doing visuals at first. So a lot of times when I sit back, I can clearly understand why the visuals haven't caught up with the audio numbers. Just because I've never found myself in a consistent space with the visuals. I can be running off all the visual episodes, then fucking just stop all of a sudden. I really don't have a clear answer to why I've done that, but I put myself in my own predicament. But to see the show, the people that's been tapped in from day one, to see the show constantly growing on the audio side and starting to grow on the visual side, it truly is a humbling motherfucking experience, man. So that's all because of you guys. Everybody's tapped in right now during the conversation, man. You guys are fucking with the content. You're telling people about the content. You're popping up, pulling up on me in public and telling me about the content. It's truly a community that's really starting to motherfucking brew, man. It truly motherfucking is. You know, before I get into the shits and giggles, the fun shit we really come here and do in this next hour and a half, however long getting in the yo, I want to make sure I come on here and I say, for all the people that's in Florida, that's dealing with this storm, this hurricane, please get to safety, please. Wow. I've never in my life understood how, since Katrina, how we haven't did a better job in this country of protecting people from these natural events. Now I get the natural events, hurricanes, tornadoes, earthquakes, and things like that. There's no one person on this earth that can fucking, prepare you for shit like that. But when you see the amount of healthcare and aid that's going over to Israel and all these other countries to help them fight a motherfucking war, and then you get reports now back that they're only going to be able to offer $700 to people that's going to be impacted by these. Was it Helena or some shit like that? Wow. What the fuck is 700 bones gonna do for a nigga? That's grocery money, bitch ass nigga. But when you see reports now, I just watched a news clip today. One of the sheriffs or one of the people in authority in Florida was on the news telling people, yo, to write your name on your arm so they can identify you. Wow. My nigga, you in a situation where they telling you, yo, make sure we can identify your body.
Wow.
I looked up the analytics. The main reason why I looked at analytics is I truly wanted to see had the show reach Florida. Like over all these years we've been doing the show, I had never reached Florida, bro. It blew my mind. I knew people who moved to Florida and they just wasn't fucking with the show. Like I couldn't get one statistic going on out there in Florida. But when I looked it up today, we did get some improvement in the motherfucking game with the stats and stuff like that. Let me see, because I want to make sure I shout these areas out because things hit close. You know, I've always been one of those people, and it's embarrassing to admit. I've never truly given a fuck about anything unless it truly affected me.
Wow.
And it's weird because as I started this podcast and I put my shit out there and people are coming together and they're bonding over my trauma, my life story and my point of view on things, it's like my world opened up. You know what I mean? Because instead of being that selfish person, like, damn, if it don't affect me directly, I truly don't give a fuck. I can't really say that shit no more. When I got people out here in Florida that's living in Spring Hill, St. Cloud, Palm Bay, Orlando, Pensacola, Fort Lauderdale, Leesburg, and Panama City.
Wow.
When I got people that's living in these areas in Florida that's tapped in with my show, that's giving me a reason to fucking wake up every day, that's giving me a reason to come out here and be vulnerable with my story, and they getting impacted by a motherfucking me, a life-size, life-traumatic, life-changing event like this, I can't sit back and just act like I ain't got shit to do with that.
Wow.
Now I'm not the richest nigga in the world, or I can be sending funds and things like that. But what I can do is express my gratitude and sympathy to the situation. Because if you'd have asked Hatch this shit 3, 4, 5 years ago, I would have been like, damn, niggas, I don't know why niggas still moving to Florida. Like I would have been saying some ignorant shit like that. But to sit back and actually be like, damn, this nigga's out there. There's possible victims out there. To where the people in authority that should be protecting the serving community is telling them to write their name on their fucking arms so they can be identified. I don't think niggas is understanding. If it's a fucking storm where there's going to be floods over 9 feet, I seen simulations where the floods was over 9 feet, cuz.
Wow.
9 feet. My nigga, of water. I don't know if you niggas know how ink work. That shit is gonna be off they or you're not identifying shit. And I don't know if niggas been watching the fantastic show Penguin on HBO Max. It picks up after the Batman movie, if anybody's seen that, when the Riddler set off the bombs and basically flooded Gotham. And the last episode of Penguin, you seen flashbacks of that scene the man Victor had, to where his family and shit got washed away in the floods, and you seen bodies upon bodies of bodies in the water flowing throughout the city where the camera like went underwater and shit. That's a horrible imagery to have when you wake up the next motherfucking day and you see they telling motherfuckers evacuate and shit about to get real.
Wow.
When you talking about they got fucking waves of over 9 feet finna sweep the cities.
Wow.
9 feet, cuz. It's sad to see. It's sad that people are experiencing things of this nature. From OGHatch, from the Thin Line Between Genius and Insanity podcast, for all the friends of the show that's not located in Florida, we want to send our prayers and condolences to anybody that's in Florida that can be impacted by this storm. I wish everybody can evacuate as soon as possible. Never take that shit lightly. I know a lot of people who they be so, you know what I'm saying, homegrown and where they from, and you know what I'm saying, this house been passed through our family through generations. Yo, look, they can replace your homes, they can replace your cars, they can replace all your materialistic things. They cannot replace your life, baby.
Wow.
But men out there, get your families out of there. All that we got to get that pride out of there. We got to get all that shit out. And I know it's a lot of people trying to evacuate at once. It can be troublesome. I know right now they're saying a lot of the gas stations are running out of gas because motherfuckers is trying to get the fuck out. Niggas is filling up and getting the fuck out of there. I hope that everybody can get out of these areas safely, soundly, as soon as possible. Because I was young when Katrina happened. Like, you knew it was some fucked up shit. Like, truly, if I didn't listen to Lil Wayne, my nigga,
wow,
I wouldn't have never really gave a fuck about Katrina. That's just me being real. I lived in St. Louis, Missouri. So it was like, at that point in time, the only link I had to Katrina was Lil Wayne. because he was the best rapper in the world, my favorite rapper at the time. It was like, oh shit, there's gotta be some real shit. George Bush talking about getting these niggas off the map. Like, but as a kid, you truly don't understand shit like that. Those are just talking points that the adults are talking about. You don't really, you know what I'm saying? As a 29-year-old man, I mentioned a few episodes back, a week ago, 2 weeks ago, I don't think the worst is yet to come for 2024. And when you have events like this about to take place, it's sickening. And it's always sickening to me to when you can see some shit coming. You know what I mean? It's weird as fuck. Like, everybody always talking about an accident waiting to happen. I think, no, niggas be more so looking at shit like this. When you telling me weeks in advance that the biggest storm in the last century is about to wipe niggas out, like, there's nothing else that matters, buddy. There's truly nothing else that matters. But please, people, get the motherfucking me safety, man. Please, it's all love from me to you, man. Real talk. But moving on, man. Let's get to the motherfucking me document. I want to make sure I got that out the way. Now they got the serious shit out the motherfucking way. Can we talk about Ray J? Let's talk about Ray J. You know, I've always been a huge fan of Ray J. Like, Ray J to me he's television gold. He is content. Like, a lot of these niggas try to make content. He is content. There's nothing that Ray J can do that I won't be tuned in. I think Ray J is one of the smartest people in Hollywood. And I think that goes over a lot of people's head because I think there is a lot of there's a lot of bullshit that comes out of Ray J's mouth, but that's by design. I think Ray J is putting on a front for the motherfucking me. He's living up to the imagery. He had to take himself out of being Brandy's little brother. And he did that with the sex tape, and you can only do so much to stay in that character and still be a successful businessman. And I think Ray J is truly motherfucking mastered that. You know, it is in this weird time of all eyes being on hip hop. The news, the media, they're doing this thing that they always do. And in times of serious situations, they always put the microphone in front of niggas that should not be on camera.
Wow.
We seen it with the motherfucking me, the little white girl who's been held in the basement, you know what I'm saying, and ran to the arms of the black dude, and he was on the news, so he ran with that dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's always, you like, why they find these niggas at? Like, the news always finds the one nigga that should never be on camera. Like, they always find that one nigga. And celebrity or not, Ray J is one of those niggas. A week or two ago, he was on, I think it was the Piers Morgan show. And he did this, he said his thing. He said what he had to say about, was it Cuomo? It was the Cuomo or Piers Morgan. Like, all these white motherfuckers start to mesh together to me. He was on there and he has a relationship with P. Diddy, so he was on there. I think he did a decent job of saying, like, yo, I didn't know shit about this. This shit is heartbreaking to not only me, but the hip hop community. Like, I thought he did a great job. It wasn't no viral things that could have went crazy. And I was like, damn, like, that's truly a sympathetic, in the moment fucking Ray J. I had never seen that before. And I think Ray J went home and said, damn, I missed a moment.
Wow.
Because Ray J went back on TV, got interviewed again, and Ray J said some things that I think the world should hear. Let's get into it.
There's a lot of people out here taking from people. Not only like people are getting robbed of not only their money and their spirituality.
Okay.
They're getting robbed of their womanhood and manhood.
Wow.
Asses are being taken in
Whoa.
ways that nobody can explain.
Whoa!
Wow.
Do you chuckle? Do you laugh? Do you help? Do you criticize? Because I see a lot of jokes out there right now talking about baby oil. Everybody got a joke about having baby oil on Lou. Is that okay? Is that the message? That was funny, fam. Now what?
Wow.
I don't use baby oil. Lube sometimes And sex makes it better.
Man, I been out to my knees when the law came. Man, I been out to my knees when the law came.
Why the fuck is raging on somebody's television network saying these things? What the fuck do you mean? Why is there a microphone in front of Ray J? Look, I'm being real with you, man. This Diddy shit is starting to become a circus, man. It truly is starting to become a circus because I'm starting to find myself thinking like, damn, like all these celebrities, right? All these celebs in this situation have to either, they have to say something because the people that ain't saying anything, we looking at them a little skeptical. You know what I'm saying? So when you have a situation like that, these people that were around Diddy, like a Ray J, like a Dame Dash, who I'm going to get into it in a few minutes. When you have these people who are around him at these parties, who people are saying are a little bit freaky themselves, they have to say things to kind of put a distance between Diddy and themselves, and also save face for the public eye.
Wow.
And that can be tricky and motherfucking be doing. You can be doing that by throwing blame at other motherfucking people, or you can get up there and just start saying a bunch of ignorant motherfucking bullshit. Because at the same point of Ray J getting on there saying, yo, there's a lot of jokes being spewed right now. This isn't time for making motherfucking me jokes. I truly I truly stand by that. But when you get up on the motherfucking national television and say asses are being taken,
Wow.
brother, you have to divulge. You have to give more information. What do you mean asses are being taken?
Wow.
Whose ass do you know was took, young man? Whose ass was taken? There's things that's being said right now that is fucking startling. And I told y'all on this platform, but we living in a day and age right now to where motherfuckers ain't really doing their due diligence. Like right now, the way I'm seeing these news networks, the Piers Morgans and all these motherfuckers who have established platforms, the way that I'm seeing them move with the guests they're bringing them to talk about these serious matters, it truly makes me question a lot of things I've seen growing up. Because the uninformed is the uninformed. If you truly don't know about a situation, you're going to just bring on the motherfucker who has the most popular person. You're not going to vet them to see if they telling the motherfucker the truth or not. Only way you do that is if you truly have the knowledge about a situation, a topic. And we're living in a time right now to where people are just going on these platforms and they're saying any fucking thing. There was a young woman that came out and accused P. Diddy and his security guard of raping her. Like she on TV fucking crying.
Wow.
She did all the typical victim shit, crying, the tissue, stuttering over her words. I'm talking about this shit look believable. But then you had the security guard that she named come out and say, bitch, I ain't never seen you in my life. And then she DM'd him saying, oh, I'm sorry if I got you, if I named the wrong person.
Wow.
Do you know who this person was that could have done this to me? What?
Wow.
Then they find her sending text her exes and other people talking about us. When you back my story, I'll give you some money.
Wow.
This shit is getting messy. People are believing whatever the fuck they want to believe. And the reason why I bring up people not vetting stories, you had Jaguar Wright. I've seen Jaguar Wright clips for years, bro. I've never believed shit I seen from a Jaguar Wright clip. And I'm not here to say she's lying. I'm not here to say she's not credible. Dog, she was around Jay-Z. She sung background vocals for Jay-Z on the Unplugged album many fucking moons ago. She has pictures around Jay-Z. That alone lends people to believe what the fuck she's saying. I look at Jaguar Wright the same way I look at Whack 100, the same way I look at Charleston White. These motherfuckers are just yelling to the top of their lungs any fucking thing. And we always heard the saying, a broke clock is right twice a motherfucking day. So that with that being said, I never truly believed anything Jaguar Wright said. I always wondered why Jaguar Wright was able to exist. And I'm not saying whether in her life or nothing like that. I'm saying her online persona, because the things she's always spewed have always been damaging and harmful to the people she spoke about. And defamation of character has always been a thing. And I always wonder, like, damn, if this shit is so real, how is she still doing this shit? And she was never doing on her own platform. She always go on other people's platforms and do said things. So I guess she would be escaping some type of culpability. But recently, she went on the Piers Morgan show, as everybody's doing about this situation. And she went on there and she spewed a bunch of things.
Wow.
I don't even want to play the fucking clip, because Piers Morgan later had to come out and say and make his apologies to motherfucking Jay-Z and Beyonce. She went on there talking about they fucking kidnapping girls, leaving them in fucking suitcases in the alleys and shit. Talking about Jay-Z was the only connection between Sean Combs, Epstein, Weinstein, and R. Kelly. The only person they had in common was Jay-Z.
Wow.
Jay-Z was fucking on Beyonce when she was underage.
Wow.
Jay-Z this, Jay-Z that. And people are just buying this shit because she's loud, she's popular, she's gaining traction because this P. Diddy shit's actually becoming true. Now that people bring on, she's talking about Jay-Z.
Wow.
And it goes to me saying these people aren't vetting these people. People aren't doing their due diligence anymore. You bring this person on your platform and they say these things, now you get cease and desist letters being sent to you by Jay-Z and Beyonce. Now you got to go on fucking national television and apologize and send your deep condolences to Jay-Z and Beyonce, Piers Morgan.
Wow.
That's what the fuck you had to do. And it's kind of blowing my mind, bro, because I'm not one of those people who, you know, in a moment in time when niggas is getting caught for what the fuck they did, I'm not one of those people who go around saying, yo, man, they always have to take the black man down. I'm not one of those people. Like when Bill Cosby got caught and they say he's trying to buy that TV network or some shit, like I truly was like, oh shit, he trying to buy a TV network and that's what they did? But it's quickly, I was like, man, get the fuck out of here. I was just at work the other day and niggas was telling me he heard motherfucking me, P. Diddy was trying to start his own government.
Wow. 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 Wow.
That's why he got locked up. And I told him, nigga said it with the straightest face in the world, cuz.
Wow.
And I was just looking at him like, damn. I was like, damn, cuz. Niggas really believe Diddy was trying to start his own government. And that's why he locked the fuck up right now. You know what the fuck? Like, niggas, I'm not one of those niggas. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of those niggas. So when I'm sitting back and I'm just hearing all these people like tying in Jay-Z, it's like, it's mind blowing to me. Because what? Because both they named Sean? Because they both billionaires from New York? Because
wow.
They got they cool? Like just because a nigga's cool with a nigga, I'm not finna sit here and say that nigga's he on the same type of time he on. Niggas, I find it very funny how niggas be convenient with the birds of a feather flock together type shit. We don't say that shit about none of these hoes no more. Like, what about my homeboy that's dope as fucking basketball? Like, don't you assume I'm dope as fucking basketball? Like, would you just give me those props too? You gonna give me those handle skills too, bitch ass nigga? Like, give me the dope shit. Why we don't never inherit the dope shit from our motherfucking homeboys? Because that nigga's an ain't shit cheating ass nigga. He beating on this girl. Now I'm beating on my girl. Like, what the fuck? Like, why can't I inherit the dope shit from the homeboys? Like, it's bothering me that niggas is really trying to throw Jay-Z in the mix. And I'm not even trying to come on here and defend Jay-Z. Because we truly at a moment in time right now where we have to sit back and be like, yo, we don't know these niggas. Yes, they provide us all this great content. All this that's truly what it is. Music is content, my nigga. They provide us all this great content for all these years. We still don't know this motherfucker. We still don't know these motherfuckers. We know of these people what they allow us to know. That's truly what the fuck is going on. That's truly what's going on. So it's like, I ain't never heard nothing about Jay-Z. We've heard about, him and the whole Foxy Brown shit back in the day.
Wow.
Look, I'm not even here to try to make excuses for shit like that. But I'm not finna sit here and act like niggas back in the day wasn't moving crazy.
Wow.
Niggas back in the day was doing some wild shit. It wasn't even that long ago, nigga, when I was in high school and bitches that was freshmen and shit like that was fucking with niggas that was 24.
Wow.
I'm not saying the shit is right. I thought the shit was nasty when I was in high school seeing the shit. But in the 90s and the 80s, like, niggas in their early 20s was fucking with 16, 17-year-olds, bro.
Wow.
That's what it is. That's truly what the fuck it is. And if we finna sit here and just hang all this shit because of this Foxy Brown shit, my nigga, all you niggas' daddies would be locked up. All you niggas' uncles would be locked up. All you niggas' grandpas would be fucking sent to Rikers right now. It was different back then. The only reason I would have a change of heart is if you told me this nigga Jay-Z was on some serial shit. He was on some serial shit, on some R. Kelly shit, on some P. Diddy shit, on some shit like these niggas that's being convicted. I got you, my nigga. But if you finna sit here and tell me all this shit is based on this Foxy Brown allegation, my nigga, no.
Wow.
I'm sorry, my nigga. I'm not rolling. Because I know what times was like back then. I know what times was like back then. My life was I'm a fucking product of this shit, nigga.
Wow.
My pops was what? My pops was what, 26? My pops was 26. My mom was 18.
Wow. Wow.
Shit makes me sick every time. Until every fucking time, I'd be like, oh, that's disgusting. Because I didn't come up in that era. I was born in 95, bitch ass nigga. When I was coming up in the time, that shit looked crazy to me. Like that shit looked nuts. When I was in high school, and I would see the thick ass freshmen. You know what I'm saying? We freshmen and shit. And you see the thick, I'm talking about the thick ass freshman. She got a body like her mama already. You know how that shit go when you're in high school. There's just a chick who her body just, she there with the shit. You know what I'm saying? She not fucking the niggas at school. You think the nigga in school with the jokes with the J's on is fucking that? Fuck no. She's fucking some nigga pulling up in a Monte Carlo.
Wow.
A nigga pulling up in a motherfucking box Chevy.
Wow.
And we look at this, she's like, what the fuck? And we wondering why she not giving us no play. It's a grown man fucking her. And we thought the shit was sick then. Well, at least I did. So when I get the story about my pops being like fucking 20, 26, you know what I'm saying? And my mom being 18, this shit is nuts. This shit is nuts. But then you go back and you listen to your auntie tell stories, you listen to your grandma tell stories, and you listen to how that shit played out. The man was always older back in the day. I don't know what the fuck was going on. I'm not finna look at Jay-Z the same way I look at this Diddy nigga. Unless you got proof that, yo, Jay-Z was in them freak-offs, Jay-Z was this, that, and the third, Jay-Z, he had his own shit go. Unless you gonna tell me that about Jay-Z, my nigga, I don't want to hear it. And when I'm seeing niggas fishing for shit, it's cringe-worthy to me. Because it don't truly motherfucking me make sense. It truly don't. It goes to, why do black people tear down black people?
Wow.
I don't see no white people screaming Jay-Z name. These is all niggas.
Wow.
These is all niggas. I ain't seeing no Caucasian person, no Mexican, no other race screaming Jay-Z's name. It's all black people. And I'm not even seeing people say his name with the basis of evidence. They just throwing his name out there because they want to see niggas fall.
Wow.
And that's sickening to me. You got motherfuckers just trying to make content throwing his name out there. It truly is sickening. Listen to Dame Dash talk about this shit, bro. Where's the clip at?
Crazy to me is if his hustle is putting stuff in people's drink. He made a liquor.
Wow.
I mean, that's the illest shit in the world. that everybody was partying and you don't know what was in that drink.
Let me stop it right there. You know, there's been things said about Dame Dash over the years that he's had many failed business ventures after the whole Rockefeller situation, right? Niggas pretty much base his whole success off, nigga, you lucky you had Jay-Z. And I've never been one to take those words seriously because I'm never gonna blame a nigga for not being able to hit a lick again. Like my nigga, sometimes lightning don't strike twice, my nigga. That's just real shit. That's just real motherfucking me shit. So if a nigga hit a lick, I'm not gonna be mad if he can never hit that lick again. That's a mighty motherfucking lick. That's a billionaire ass nigga. It's the facts. But already 18 seconds into this motherfucking clip, he said something that truly just pissed me off. Because you're running with narratives. You're creating a narrative because you're trying to create some content. Ain't no motherfucking GHB, no date rape drug, no baby oil, no freaky ass shit, and no fucking Ciroc bottles. Wow. See, now you talking shit. I'm surprised Diageo, the company that fucking produced Ciroc, ain't finna send no paperwork to your dumb ass. This shit gotta be tested, all types of shit. You think they not finna fucking locate some GHB and some goddamn Ciroc? Wow. You think Diddy is mass producing this fucking date rape drug to the people? Wow. Are you serious, nigga? Are you serious? But this is what I'm saying. This shit is getting sick right now. The allegations alone are heavy, cuz. But when you start implementing the fucking circus around this shit, and this is why I say, for the niggas who was around, the niggas you can see in these pictures laying on this fucking big ass bed. Why are you on a 50-foot bed with this nigga? I don't give a fuck if this bitch is involved. I'm not laying on no bed that's outside, nigga. That's creepy, nigga. But all these niggas who have ties to this man, they are getting on cameras and on interviews and they're saying shit that don't make sense. It's either, nigga, you was down with that shit and you trying to distance yourself, or you just utterly motherfucking me shocked. We're only 18 seconds in. Let's continue the motherfucking me clip, please.
And if he was paused, undercover gay, because I didn't know it, and obviously if he was knocking men out and they were waking up violated, he's making somebody gay that doesn't want to be gay. So I'm like, what was in them drinks? Wow. And then I'm starting to think like, damn, when did hip hop start to lose its masculinity? When did dudes, and again, no disrespect to nobody, but like tough niggas started wearing dresses and pocketbooks. Wow. Like maybe that could be the reason. And I'm just thinking it too. Like maybe that could be the reason why hip hop took a turn for the feminine, because that shit, your homie is really putting shit in people's drinks and he's making the liquor. And again, I don't know. And
what? What? You finna blame niggas? You finna blame men across the board losing their masculinity on Diddy spiking drinks? Wow. Allegedly?
Wow. I'm not even saying to be funny, but they saying, homie was putting shit in motherfucking baby oil. So how could you trust that person to serve you drinks at such a big scale? So
wow.
Gang, you can't make this shit up. This is why I say, yo, fam, we live in a time. Niggas is getting their information from what they see on their timeline. Whatever got the most retweets, whoever more popular is tweeting something out, that's the motherfucker we taking is the fact teller. The police ain't said shit about Diddy lacing the baby oil. Wow. They ain't said that shit. They literally have not said that. They have not said it was laced baby oil. They have not said that. You know who said that? Twitter said that. Because niggas is like, you got all these bottles of lube and baby oil. You gotta be lacing that shit. You can't be that freaky. That's what niggas is truly motherfucking me saying. I've never seen, yo, my nigga, I'm be real with you in the first place. I'm gonna be real with you. Like dead ass, I'm gonna be real with you. I've been to many parties. I'm talking about freaky. I'm talking about where shit was, you can tell motherfuckers was gonna get fucked after that. I've been to some parties like that. Did I stay? No, because I'm not cool with the whole group sex. I've never been a party. I'm cool on that. You know what I mean? I'm just being real with you. But I've been to places where you can look at motherfuckers and see energy in the room, but oh, they shorty thinking their shit beat in tonight. Like you can tell type shit, right? I've never been to a party where niggas was offering baby oil.
Wow.
It's never happened.
Wow.
I've been to places where they offer drinks, you know what I'm saying? Niggas is smoking, oh, you want to hit? Niggas doing the hookah, you want to toke? Like, I've been in those environments. I've never been to a place where motherfuckers offered you baby. How many people out there, like real shit, I want all the friends of the show is listening right now. Just honestly, ask yourself this question. How many of you out there would take some baby oil offered to you at a party?
Wow.
Wouldn't that shit come off as creepy? Like, don't matter if niggas is finna be fucking or not. Like, when you just see a bottle of baby oil just being handed from person to person to person, like that alone sounds fucking nuts.
Wow.
How many people need to actually lather themselves with the fucking baby oil? You know what I mean? Like, this shit alone sounds nuts. But niggas is seeing shit on the internet and acting like this shit is the facts. That's why I come on this podcast and I say, yo, the shit I'm reading in the paperwork don't scream life. The allegations, all the shit that's not in the paperwork, that shit says put this nigga under the motherfucking jail cell. That's what that screams to me. About what the public gotta say. Because the public is getting their information from dumbasses like Dame Dash. Keep it fucking going, man.
Remember when Nori so adamant about me taking a shot of Ciroc, and I'm like, nah. And I brought my own. And now y'all can understand why I always want to make my own.
Yo, fuck that. Get to the part about Jay-Z, man.
I'm seriously drunk. But he kept passing me somebody. That was the first time I had tasted that Douce. And I got ridiculously drunk.
Wow.
To the extent, and my daughter and I were talking about this the other day, and I was like, yo, I don't get this drunk. Why am I so drunk? And I ended up wrestling with Kevin Hart. He poured me, got me a chicken wing. And I remember Vaughn taping that shit. I'm like, yo, why you taping, Vaughn? So I'm thinking, I'm like, damn, because homie makes drinks too. And again,
wow.
just if this is true, these are the things that I'm like just reflecting on. And if I wouldn't have played everything completely by the book, complete honor, then I could have been compromised.
Wow.
And what would have happened if I ever woke up feeling some kind of way?
Wow.
You know what this shit comes down to? Niggas want to be victims bad.
Wow.
Niggas want to be victims bad. How can you sit there and say, look, man, I don't care what my relationship is with a motherfucker. If me and you were once cool as a motherfucker, we made an empire, we made millions, like, we were best friends. There's clips circulating Dame calling this man Jay-Z his best friend at a point in time. Now, yes, we get it. Niggas fall out, shit happens. You outgrow people. But if that person was once your fucking best friend, even if you didn't mean those words, how can you sit there and say you possibly got past a date rape drug by this nigga and that you was possibly being lined up to get your ass played with?
Wow.
How can you sit there and say that? How can you even imply that? This what makes me mad about the Jay-Z shit. And it's like, so on the real shit, I really don't want to dive too much into it and stand up for a nigga because we're in a moment in time in this culture. So we really don't know what the fuck is true. We really don't. But everything I'm hearing about people trying to tie Jay-Z into this shit, it ain't based on nothing that make fucking sense.
Wow.
Nigga, you telling me you got drunk off some Douce, off some cognac? That sound about right. If you're not, I remember when I first started drinking, and I tell people all the time, when I drink, bro, it takes a lot for me to get drunk. I'm a tequila drinker, my nigga. I remember when I went to Jamaica, I was taking, it was Jose Cuervo. It was Jose Cuervo, right? I was taking Jose Cuervo shots matched with motherfucking me Grey Goose and cranberry. So every Grey Goose and cranberry, I had a fucking shot of Jose Cuervo tequila. They came, that was the pairing. I lost count after 30 motherfucking me shots and drinks.
Wow.
And I was still there. I still got motherfuckers today. Resort room. I walked back to my shit. I had my stuff. I had other people's stuff who left their shit. I was responsible as fuck. Now, would I have got behind the wheel? Fuck no. But I was able to maneuver my way all around that goddamn resort with no fucking issues, my nigga. I lost count after 30. Grey Goose and motherfucking me cranberry paired with a motherfucking me double shot of Jose Cuervo, bitch ass nigga. I don't get drunk. The only time I can sit here and tell motherfuckers that I got drunk, I threw up, and I went and got in the fucking bed and called it a night was when I was fucking drinking vodka.
Wow.
New Amsterdam. We was mixing the New Amsterdam with the fucking E&J. So it don't blow my mind when motherfuckers tell me they was sipping Ciroc, which is fucking vodka. When niggas was in there, they was on that shit, they was getting fucked up.
Wow.
That's what vodka did to me, my nigga. When niggas is talking about they drinking a Douce, which was a yak, I'm not surprised. I drink yak now. I got some yak. It's fucking called, don't even matter. I ain't plugging shit. I got some cognac I be drinking when I try to switch off the motherfucking tequila. Yes, it gets me there. I be fucking for hours.
Wow.
You do those things. But to sit there and say that this man motherfuckers is tying too much shit to Jay-Z right now. We coming off the back, the heels of the whole choosing Kendrick, motherfuckers, old Jay-Z, a shiesty ass, bitch ass nigga like that. Jay-Z's name in the media for probably the last 2 months has been nothing but negative.
Wow.
Nothing but negative. The culture itself has been turning on Jay-Z, and it's sad to motherfucking me see. It's sad to motherfucking me see. Because I'm sitting back and I'm on the sidelines watching the game unfold, right? And a lot of times when you're watching the game, you can see certain things have a trickle down effect. It's like when you're watching the NFL game and you see O-lineman get hurt, and then they got to bring in a fucking like second or third string nigga. He ain't been playing all year long. Like the center get hurt, and they got to bring in a backup center. He start fumbling snaps. You know what I'm saying? They can't do the hard count to try to draw the defense off sides no more because of that nigga up there don't know what the fuck is going on. It's a trickle down effect. When you fuck up one thing, you start to see shit just start to pile on to you start to see the flags and shit like that, right? Same thing with this motherfucking me Jay-Z situation. The nigga picked Kendrick over Lil Wayne. I promise you, ever since then, it's been downhill. The culture itself has been looking for shit. They not finna back Jay-Z right now. Because just last week, it was big fuck Jay-Z. It was Jay-Z's a bitch ass nigga. Jay-Z's beef with Birdman. Jay-Z hating on Drake. Jay-Z ain't fucking with Lil Wayne. That's what it's been. So then when the very next motherfucking me week, it's easy for motherfuckers to start being like, yo, Jay-Z, he was a part of that shit too. Because the internet it's a big fuck Jay-Z campaign right now. And I don't like shit like that, bro. I truly don't like shit like that. Because there's so many dudes who have so many real allegations against them, and we don't say shit. We don't say shit. To sit here and see a man just being castrated for nothing. And that's how I'm hesitant to say nothing because I don't know this nigga, bro. This nigga, he could be the monster that they truly say he is. I don't believe it. I truly don't believe it because there's no proof. There's no fucking proof. And when you give everybody a microphone When you give everybody a platform, social media, the very things that I love that have made me the person I am today, to be able to talk to you guys, I despise it. Because at the same time, the other side of that coin is when you give people these opportunities to get their voice heard, they spew a lot of bullshit, bro.
Wow.
Motherfuckers ain't trying to spew facts. They trying to get heard. Let me repeat that. Niggas ain't trying to spew the facts. They just trying to get heard. And when you got that as a reality, there's a lot of things that's going to be said that just don't make no fucking sense, that are detrimental to a motherfucker's character. And I really feel for Jay-Z, bro. I truly motherfucking me do. I don't even care about the age gap between Jay-Z and Beyonce. I truly don't. Me and my people used to sit back like 5-10 years ago saying, she gonna end up leaving that nigga one day. He getting old. She still that bitch. Like, she gonna end up leaving that nigga for a young nigga. I don't see that no more. And even if he did get with her when he was 27 and she was 18, 19, the same thing my pops did, gang.
Wow.
And if they still married to this day, they popping out kids, they happy. Who the fuck are we to even intervene and even question shit like that? Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? If she don't feel motherfucking me victimized, her family don't feel victimized, he don't feel he did nothing wrong, the people around don't think he did nothing wrong, who the fuck is Joe Bo on Twitter with fucking 6 followers? You got 6 followers, but you got 20,000 tweets, my nigga. Who the fuck have you been talking to?
Wow.
Who gives a fuck what that nigga got to say about the situation? The attention should be truly focused on motherfucking me, P motherfucking Diddy. That's it. That's all. Nobody else. Nobody motherfucking else. That's sad, bro. It truly is a sad motherfucking me time, man. It really motherfucking is. Sticking with the Jay-Z situation. On the back heels of people trying to tie him to this whole P. Diddy shit, you have Drake trying to latch on and take shots at Jay-Z.
Wow.
You know, he was in the club the other night talking about some, you know, one day you'll find out who your real friends are and shit like this and shit like that. And then he told the DJ to play on Beyonce, Me, Myself, and I.
Wow.
Look, man, I don't know what niggas think is cool or dope by a nigga getting on stage and his little Canadian accent crying about how niggas ain't really his friends no more, and then telling the DJ to put on Me, Myself, and I by Beyonce is hard. To me, that's some of the most whole shit I've ever seen in my life. I'm like on some real shit. That's some of the most whole shit I've ever seen in my life, my nigga. But it came from Drake, and I wasn't surprised. Like, honestly, I truly motherfucking wasn't. But Drake is taking shots at Jay-Z. People are saying that Drake wants to ignite a beef with Jay-Z. And, you know, when I talk about hip-hop, I like talking about the shit like the Diddy situation, like no weird shit. I like talking about the serious, the real shit that's going on in hip-hop. I don't care about a beef between Jay-Z and Drake. I'm being real with you.
Wow.
I don't love hip-hop enough to look at this topic and be like, oh my God, like, oh, they've been throwing shots at each other for years. Like, Jay-Z, when he drops an album, he's going to throw pot shots at Drake. Like, I don't give a fuck, bro. I don't love this shit enough to be doing that. I don't care about who Drake's beefing with next. Like, bro, it's over with that shit. Put out the fucking hot song and just shut the fuck up. You crying and bitching like this on stage, bro, lets me know Kendrick really whooped your ass. Because you moving like a straight bitch right now. You unfollowing half the industry. You getting on stage, giving soliloquies about how you ain't got no real friends and shit like that. Like, nigga, you damn near 40 years old. You damn near 40 years old. But now you want to take shots at Jay motherfucking Z. And I gotta be real with you. Because in another timeline or something like that, a Jay-Z and Drake beef would be fucking crazy. That'd be crazy. But I want to ask the friends of the show this: has hip hop peaked? Like, has hip hop reached a level that it was so high with the Drake and Kendrick beef where the whole world was tapped in for that week, where nothing but hot songs were being dropped by both parties? Ever since then, music has been really fucking lackluster.
Wow.
The only person that really put out music since then that really got the people going was Future.
Wow.
Future went back on another fucking run that only Future can do. But besides Future, everything else has been very, very lackluster. The only artist of 2024 who can really walk around with their head held up high is, Kendrick, Future, Glorilla, what's your name, Adochi. Like, those are like the only artists really who can really walk around this bitch like, yeah, like, I 2024, like that was my shit. Everything else has really been lackluster. There's not any news really coming from hip hop besides the Diddy situation. Take away the Diddy situation from hip hop. What are we really talking about? That motherfucker went from Kendrick and Drake to Diddy. That's all we've been talking about. Everything else has been trash. The music been trash. The rappers ain't really selling no fucking records. But the baby just sold 9,000.
Wow. Wow.
Tusi, 9,000.
Wow.
Niggas ain't selling 9,000. Like, the best niggas is selling right now is 20,000. Future sold like 120-something thousand. Everything else has been niggas is catching it when they catch it type shit. So it's like, yeah, you got so much mud flowing on hip hop right now. I don't think this shit can prosper.
Wow.
I truly don't. I think hip hop has such a black eye right now that ain't nothing really gonna make no noise for it. I think the biggest thing that's gonna come from hip hop is gonna be Kendrick at the Super Bowl.
Wow.
I think within the next 5-6 months, that's gonna be the biggest thing ever, because Drake got his ass whooped. Everybody looking at him a little sideways. J. Cole really can't say shit for. He can rap his ass off, but you gonna have that large group of people looking at him like, man, shut your weak ass up. You got the girl side of rap. They still doing the girl side of rap, doing their thing, but they still talking about getting fucked. There is no real presence right now. We waiting on Kendrick. We waiting on Drake. We waiting on the big dogs, but at the same time, we still talking about the Diddy situation. At the same time, we looking at they're gonna bring Jay-Z into this shit. At the same time, we looking at how all these niggas in the early 90s and late 80s was moving. We're looking at a lot of shit. Right now, we going back in the archives trying to get niggas. I don't think hip hop can truly prosper right now. I truly motherfucking me don't. And that's interesting because just a few years ago, motherfuckers was saying biggest genre in music, biggest genre in the world, how fast it's growing, how much it's grown. Till nigga, less than a year later, we look at this shit like, album sales ain't selling. You know what I'm saying? The presence ain't really, niggas ain't really got a presence right now. And that's very motherfucking interesting when you see what they try and do to our hip hop moguls. It truly is. But moving on, I've reflected a lot lately, and I can sit back and say, I'm a product of my own decisions.
Wow.
And I know a lot of people say the saying is I'm a product of my environment. I hate that shit. Because we all come from fucked up places. Like, nigga, all I know is apartments. Like, I don't know the big house. Y'all know, I didn't have a dog growing up. I have a dog now, nigga. Like, I come from the bottom, nigga. Like, everybody does. Everybody does. But it's when people make dumb decisions or they fall into a certain lifestyle, they say they're a product of their environment, the things that they see. Well, nigga, I saw those same things too, and I didn't do it. I'm a product of my decisions. I want to take credit for every good decision I've ever made. At the same time of doing it, I'm going to take blame for every motherfucking dumbass bad decision I've ever made in my life.
Wow.
You know, there was a point in time when I was naming it, when I was thinking about naming this podcast, because everybody knows from my day one listeners, it was called the Until Further Notice podcast.
Wow.
And a lot of people truly did not want me to change the name. My mom did not want me to change the name of the show. She was like, the Until Further Notice podcast was amazing. I had to change it because there was other people with that name out there in the space who started around the same time as me. Ironically, I was putting out much more content than them, but I just didn't like another platform having that same name as me. I truly didn't. I just thought I can be a little bit more creative and come up with a name that nobody has used yet. And I had wrote down, nigga, a pamphlet full of motherfucking me names over the months leading up to the name change. And I almost named this podcast the product of my own decisions, because I truly think motherfuckers shift blame when they blame it on their surroundings and their environment, the friends they're hanging out with. Like, I think I look at all that shit as an excuse. You know what I'm saying? A doctored up excuse. Real shit, because me personally, I got homeboys that's cracked out. I got homeboys that in and out of jail. I got homeboys, hella baby mamas, hella kids. I got homeboys that really and fucked up, made some bad decisions. And I was able to avoid a lot of that shit just off not wanting to do certain things, not wanting a certain life for myself. And I think a lot of times we look at this shit and we give praise to whoever we give praise to when good things happen. But when the bad things happen, we wear that shit on our motherfucking me, on our sleeve. And I'm not trying to live that life no more, because that compounds the stress into your decision making process. It really motherfucking does. And me being the product of my own decisions, the benefit of that is the pats on the back, the figuratively speaking pats on the back that you get from that.
Wow.
I'm one of those people, man. Look, I need to know that I'm doing the right thing. I don't need it from other people. I don't need people to be coming to me, you know what I'm saying, oh shit, Hatch, you doing it. I don't need that. I have to be able to look into the mirror every day, not once a week, not every once in a while. Every motherfucking me day, I literally have to look into that mirror and feel good about myself. I have to feel good about the decisions I've made to get me to that moment. Because every day I'm faced with with decisions that it does a lot to me mentally and psychologically. Like, people come up to me randomly throughout the day, just ask me, am I all right? Because they can tell my mood has changed. My mood is changing because, nigga, I just made a fucking decision in my mind that has greatly impacted my motherfucking day.
Wow.
I don't think people be understanding me when I really be talking about the mental health problem I have. The mood swings and the anxiety and stress. Like, the mood swings alone is a difficult way of living. Your social life is a little bit off because people, they don't pick up on that. You know what I mean? A lot of times people don't really give a fuck about the person with the mood swing. Like, they don't really, you know what I'm saying? Like, people don't look at that as some serious shit. And I think I mask it a lot. But a lot of times that shit just bleeds out. You know what I mean? And trying to contain all those things from the outside world, from the public, just to try to come off as a normal guy, it's energy draining, bro. It truly is energy draining. That's why I'm alone a lot, so I can just be myself. Like, I can just, I don't have to feel depleted, you know what I'm saying, in the comforts of my own damn home. But I'm around other people. I have to maintain this energy shield of keeping the bullshit inside, you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And I know I'm not the only person who deal with these things, man, but it's one of those things that I deal with on a day-to-day basis. And dealing with those things, I had to learn to give myself the credit for not crashing out, for not living a certain type of way. Let's just say it like that. Like, I'm not even trying to name off all the bullshit, but I had to learn to give myself credit for that. And I learned in those little bits of credit and inner self-confidence was being added. And I found it easier to be looking in that mirror every day and being happy with the man I'm becoming, being happy with the decisions that I've made. Because I can sit back, bro. I'm gonna move on to the next topic, but I can sit back and I can be doing great. And I can do it, I can do something, I can make a decision to, entertain certain things. And in the moment, I go through the thought process of whether or not I should do this, that, and third. But whether or not it's the greed, the attention seeking, it's my pride that gets in the way to make me do certain things. Anytime I reflected upon that, I only thought about the negative reasons why I shouldn't have did it, instead of the positive reasons why I actually did it. Like, for instance, you know what I'm saying? I came on this podcast and I talked a lot about, being involved with a young woman who I knew I shouldn't have been involved with.
Wow.
Because of her situation, the situation. It was just never really a smart. It wasn't really a smart thing to do. And I always came on here and I talked about it from a negative POV. Last couple of days, I had to stop that shit. Because I always say, you are who you are. You can't say things are a mistake if you continue to do it. Nigga, that's just who you are. That's just what you're into. I'll come with this podcast. I said that a lot of times, right? And I had to sit back and say, no, nigga, like, that's me trying to convince myself I'm making the wrong decision. When that's not the case. The reason why I was even entertaining said things or doing said thing or being with said person is because the shit made me feel good.
Wow.
And I wasn't used to that.
Wow.
I wasn't used to doing things that made me feel good. I'm used to doing things for other people. And although the situation wasn't ideal, the situation was bound for bullshit, the reason why I was around, the reason why I was in that situation, because I enjoyed that person. I enjoyed the way that person made me feel. It was a feeling that I hadn't had. So when that became the overall reality and the reasoning why I understand why I was doing the things that I did, I was able to go to sleep a lot easier at night. I was able to look into the mirror a lot easier and be like, no, nigga, you just living your life. You're finding happiness. You're doing your fucking thing. You never know where you're going to find happiness. You know what I'm saying? We don't know where to look for that shit because the places we look, we always find bullshit. We find the wrong things.
Wow.
So I stumbled upon it. Wasn't an ideal situation, but I stumbled upon it and I loved the way it made me feel. So that's the reason why I did certain things. And once I had to learn to give myself credit for that, bro, I've been great, bro. I've been straight, man. So I'm a product of my own decisions, man. Good, bad, and different. I did that shit. I did that shit, bitch ass nigga. Real motherfucking me talk. But moving on. I want to get into this Lizzo situation, man. Lizzo popped back out looking a little bit smaller and shit.
Wow.
I've always said Lizzo was never ugly. Lizzo was never ugly. Lizzo was a little bit bigger, but she was never the biggest bitch I ever seen.
Wow.
That was never the case. I always thought niggas was being over dramatic with the calling Lizzo big shit. But I think a lot of that came from Lizzo showing off her ass.
Wow.
Like, no matter how, look, I'm be real, no matter how cute the girl is, unless she's curvy, we don't want to see your ass. Like, that's just the facts. Like, you have to be curvy. Lizzo was a big girl, but she wasn't curvy. She was just a big girl, which is totally fine. There's cute big chicks like Lizzo. Lizzo was an uncurvy woman who was wearing curvy clothes.
Wow.
Who was showing up to Laker games with her ass out. Like, nobody wants to see that if you don't have an appealing ass. Like, that's truly what it was. And I think she fucked herself up a lot by not understanding truly what the situation was. You want to wear that shit. Cool. We don't want to see that shit.
Wow.
Facts. I don't want to see nobody's ass if it's not big and juicy.
Wow.
That's just facts. That motherfucker, even if you a skinny chick, we know what a fat ass on a skinny chick look like. That's the only time we want to see it. Nobody wants to see the skinny chick with the little ass booty cheeks, with no ass at all. Like, you got inositol, no ass at all, and nothing's back there. Nobody wants to see that shit. Nobody wants to see the big chick with no hips. The big chick without a fat ass and just cheeks. Like, no, that looks disgusting. That's what Lizzo got going on. In the face, Lizzo's always been a beautiful woman. I came on this platform time and time again. Lizzo was fine to me. The reason why I clown Lizzo is because the bitch, she's annoying. Eating them nasty ass food concoctions. Me, I don't want to see your stomach, ho. I just don't want to see it. But in your face, you're beautiful. You're talented. You are one of them ones. You just gotta stop trying to force your sex appeal on us when I don't find you sexy. That was the problem with Lizzo. But now you got Lizzo. She popped back out. Lizzo been losing weight. Lizzo looking good. She's still, a bigger woman, but she's been losing weight. You can see it all in her face. Lizzo looks good. She looks healthier, right? Now you got people saying what the fuck I've been saying the whole time.
Wow.
That Lizzo truly is a beautiful motherfucking woman. I think the thing that really throws me off about Lizzo old.
Wow.
I think Lizzo like 36, 37. Like I commend her for even losing the weight at that age. But at that moment in time, what you see in Lizzo is pretty much what you gonna get. Lizzo ain't no Megan Thee Stallion. She ain't no Lotto. No, Meg is what, like 29, 30? Meg like my age or some shit like that, right? It makes sense to why you starting to see Meg lose a lot of weight. When Meg came into the game, that thick shit, that stallion shit, we fucked with it. Meg ain't no stallion no more, nigga. Like,
Wow.
she just a somewhat tall bitch. Meg the Stallion is not a stallion no more. Let's be very honest about that. She's not a stallion no more. When she first came to the game, that kind of tall, that grown woman shit, that was a stallion. So where it's like, nah, she can eat. She ain't fat, but she'll throw down on some shit. Like, that's what she came into the game with. Meg ain't no fucking stallion no more. She just Meg now. Real, she's just Meg now. And that's totally fine. I'm not talking shit, but like, there's differences in the body. And that's because you start to get a little bit older in age as well. And granted, it is a thing going around in Hollywood, in the rap game right now. I've seen with the female rappers. You've seen it with Ice Spice. You've seen it with Meg. You've seen it with Lotto getting into the gym lately. Like, they're all starting to dial it back with the size. You know what I'm saying? When the BBL became a popular thing, the women who weren't even getting the BBLs, they were just adding on weight to, get that little bit more ass back there to make their body look a bit more fuller. Now that we're starting to hear the rumblings more and more from men that they are appreciating more and more the slimmer chick, the petite girl, even the skinny ass chicks are starting to get a lot more love now. You're starting to see women who were thick as fuck starting to get smaller and smaller and smaller. And look, health is wealth, man, but I just don't like shit when women do things to appeal to the masses. Like, if you're going to do that, let me know you doing that. Don't do that shit then look at me and say you ain't doing it for me, bitch. You definitely doing it for me. You definitely doing it for a nigga like me to go on your Instagram, like your picture, comment under your picture, because that's what's getting you pub. That's what's getting you your fame. Niggas being thirsty over you. And when you doing everything about your body to conform it to just appeal to the masses every motherfucking time they change their mind on something, that's mental health, my nigga. You don't have a mind for yourself. You're not thinking for yourself. You don't love yourself enough. And it's sad to see, but it's beautiful to see when you see a woman like Lizzo take her life into her own hands, get her health right, and say fuck everybody that's hate. You know what I'm saying? I think the fat joke's still gonna come. Motherfucker gonna say you lost all that weight and you still big. That's still gonna be a thing. But the moment, the simple fact you can get on camera, and like you always have, never lost that confidence of showing off your body, that's what's more attractive to a man like myself. Whether or not I like this shit or not, no. It's the confidence you have in yourself, the belief you have in yourself as a woman to say, no, fuck y'all, I'm me. I'm that bitch. That alone will make a millions of men around this world dick jump. No Diddy. Because the confidence alone is what attracts a strong alpha male. And that's just the facts for all my female listeners of the motherfucking show. Moving on, man, before we get the fuck up out of here, you know, I was thinking about something. And I don't even know if I'm going to keep this in the episode, but I'm going to go ahead and say it so I can just listen back to it on the edit. You know, there's been talks lately, and they're picking up more and more and more, right? And it's that we live in a simulation.
Wow.
You know, you see the videos of people filming the birds that's like stuck in the air and shit like that. You know, there's people out there on YouTube, you can look it up. There's like a science that predicts, like people that have done that like predicts like natural events and shit like that. Like when some fucked up shit gonna happen, like it's a science behind, like a pattern behind certain shit, right? And it's not to dive into the conspiracy holes and things like that. But I had a question. I came on this podcast and I talked about, you know, the whole Dragon Tales episode about how many people would it take to turn into a dragon for us to normalize that the way we do with, you know, transgenders.
Wow.
I come on here and I talk about how the LGBTQ plus community is riddled with mental health, right?
Wow.
And I'm sitting back hearing all this simulation talk. Who's more crazy? Like honestly, who's more crazy? The motherfucker who believed they was wrong, it was born in the wrong body, or the motherfucker who don't even think they real at all.
Wow.
like on some real shit. Who's the crazier motherfucker? Because you're not finna sit here and tell me you believe you real and all this shit is real, and then sit here and tell me this is a simulation.
Wow.
You can't tell me that shit. Those two things do not go together, gang. So who's the crazier motherfucker? The motherfucker who can tell you with a straight face that they believe they was born in the wrong body? Or the motherfucker who's gonna sit there with a straight face and tell you they believe we're in a goddamn simulation?
Wow.
Who's the fucking nut job, bro? Who is it? Point them out. Whoever y'all say, I'm rolling. I'm rolling with you. But that's some wild ass shit, bro. That's some wild ass shit. For niggas to think that this shit ain't even real? You know, man, I just want to stay away from motherfuckers. I want to get to a point in my life to where I can be financially just good, like so good, to where I can just move away. I don't want to have no neighbors, you know. I ain't really trying to have no neighbors. I want to just be in my own little piece, my own little bubble. Be on some sandy cheek shit. I don't give a fuck. I want my own little bubble, my nigga. It's a cold world right now. Niggas is crazy. Niggas is nuts. A goddamn simulation. You know what, man? That being said, DJ, drop that fire ass beat, my nigga. Thin line between jeans and motherfucking insanity, man. Hosted by yours truly. O to the motherfucking me G, episode 226. I want to say thank you to everybody that's tapped and joined the conversation, man. I truly appreciate all love, some motherfucking support, man. New merch is coming very, very soon. It may be coming next motherfucking week. I heard something like that. The merch may be coming next week. If not next week, within 2 weeks. I don't know. Depend on when I want to drop it, bitch ass. But you know how I get up on this side. I want to say it's all love these ways. Never let them start you with the bullshit. Always keep the main thing. Stay safe, stay sharp, stay sane. How to holler at y'all niggas, man. Peace. You know, that simulation shit crazy, man. That simulation shit crazy, man. Before I get out here, I want to say once again, man, prayers and condolences, and please get the safety for all my people out there in Florida. The shit is crazy. The storm ain't nothing to play with. When they tell you to evacuate, please just get the fuck out of here, man. There ain't nothing there that's worth your life. It's truly not. Get your people to safety. Get your dogs, your pets, all that to safety. We got to make sure we keep people alive, man. I really don't like when they can tell you some shit in advance about some wicked shit that's about to take place, man. That shit always just rubs me the wrong motherfucking way, man. But it's granted that we do have this technology to do so, to save as many lives as we can. So please, people out there in Florida, man, if you tap into the show, please, this episode will be dropping a day after, the very next morning that the storm is supposed to be hitting. The storm's hitting tonight, so in the morning when you guys listen to this show, man, please be somewhere safe and sound. We can tap in and join the conversation, man. I want you guys to be safe. I want you guys to be able to live a long, healthy motherfucking life. That's all I want, bro. I don't want people to be dying from no fucking natural disasters and shit like that, man. Stuff like that is truly motherfucking tragic. When you got body cam footage of the rich homie Quan shit dropping and people acting like it's a tragic death, an overdose and a tragic death. You was playing a dirty motherfucking game, man. You want a dirty motherfucking prize. I don't want to see, I wake up tomorrow in the morning and I got numbers of just dumb numbers of casualties and deaths because of this goddamn place, man. It's goddamn disaster, man. It's flood, it's this hurricane. Like, please, all the friends of the show, please get the motherfucking safety, man. If all the friends of the show is not in Florida, please reach out. If you got any family in Florida, you can do anything. You know, there's a hotline. You can donate $1 or $2 just because we heard FEMA ain't got the money. So they're going to really depend on a lot of Americans throughout this troubling ass time, man. So for all the friends of the show, from me to you, I love y'all. Please get the motherfucking safety. And I hope you enjoy the motherfucking episode, man. I truly motherfucking do. And with that being said, holla at y'all, not holla at y'all. Peace.